Your mindset is everything. It shapes your world and your reality. So choose wisely, because mindset is what separates the best from the rest. Hello, my dear learners. Welcome to a new session here at Skillfident with your mentor, Namita. Today, we are going to talk about some mindset shifts which will help you become a fluent English speaker by letting you come out of your fixed mindset. You might not have realized this, but till now you are still struggling with English because your mindset might be fixed one. Maybe you're not being able to become growth oriented. Now, what kind of mindset shift do we require, ma'am? This is a very common question. Well, let me tell you how you can actually shift from your fixed mindset to a growth mindset to actually start training your mind in order to speak English fluently. Yes, there are some techniques. See, this mind is very powerful. If you will be able to speak in English fluently, it will be because of your mind. Your tongue is so well coordinated with the mind that your mind has to be trained, it has to be instructed to speak English fluently. How? Let's have a look. So the very first common perception of a person who has a fixed mindset, which I have observed, I have seen, or I have received as a feedback, is that I can't speak fluent English. All of you would agree to this one. Ma'am, I can't speak fluent English. This is what is needed to be changed. So instead of saying all the time, I cannot speak English, say, how can I learn? See, are you noticing the difference? How can I learn to be fluent in English on my own? Now again, I'll come up with my self-learning thing. How can I do it by myself? What techniques am I supposed to follow? So instead of I can't, say how can I learn? How can I do it? There are a lot of ways. There are so many people who are sharing their own experiences with you. They are telling you how you can do it. So be open to learning. Be ready to change your fixed notions, and then nothing can stop you from being a fluent English speaker. The second very common problem which I see my learners saying is that I don't know how to speak in English. I don't know how to speak basic English. I don't know how I can do it. I don't know how to start speaking because I am not from an English medium school. I was in a village, so I don't know how. There was nobody who could teach me. Now, instead of saying I don't know how, say I'll find out how. I'll find out. In this time, in this era of technology, do you think it is that difficult to figure out how you can be fluent? There is Google, there is YouTube, you have dictionaries online. It is not at all hard. You can figure out, and that's what you're doing. Like right now, you're sitting in front of your screen. You know how to do it. That's what I'm here to tell you. So of course, you can find out. But after finding out, how well do you practice it is what matters. But instead of saying, I don't know how, say, I will find out how, and I will definitely plan it accordingly. The third very common statement which most of the English learners have is, it's too hard, it's very difficult, I cannot probably do it because it is very difficult. English sounds something very difficult, though it is introduced to you right from nursery class, the alphabets A to Z, then words, then sentences, then full speeches, but still you think it is very difficult. Now this is a very fixed notion. Instead of saying it is very hard, it is very difficult, it is very complicated, say it's a challenge and I'll take it up. See, I have so many challenges. There is this wonderful challenge. It was named as Spoken English Marathon. I'll link that playlist. You'll find it even in the description box. Attend all the sessions. It was a 6 days rigorous practice. It's a wonderful practice series. If you go through the entire series, then you will feel so confident about your English. You'll get different opportunities to speak English. You will love it. Undergo that marathon. So instead of saying it's hard, if it's difficult, take that challenge up, and that marathon will help you take this challenge in a very positive manner. Okay, now the fourth very common notion is, I'm worried that I'll fail. I'll fail. What if I don't get to speak English fluently? What if after so much of hard work, I'm still not being able to speak? Again, a fixed notion. Instead of thinking about failure all the time, say, I'm curious to know where this journey will take me. I'm curious to learn what will happen. Where will I go? Where will I reach? Because in this process of learning English or in the process of learning anything, the person we become is our best version. We don't realize, but we keep improving in this process of polishing ourselves. So when you're improving your English, you're improving your communication skills, you're becoming your best version. Aren't you excited about it? Aren't you curious to see where you stand? So never say it is, I'm worried and I'll fail. Always say, I'm curious. I'm excited to take this journey up and see where do I land. The fifth very common notion is that I'm not good at it. I can speak English, but I am not good at it. I want to speak fluently like you. Many people speak it well, but I am not good at it. What can you say instead? I can get better. A person with a growth mindset will say, I can get better. So what? I'm not good at it. I can be better from what I was yesterday. Keep getting better with every passing day. And that's how you reach your goal, one step each time. It is only about betterment. It is only about improvement. Perfection should never be your goal and it can never be achieved. You just have to thrive and strive to be better. Your tomorrow has to be better than your today. Today has to be better than your yesterday. So don't say I'm not good at it. Of course you are getting better. When you are even watching a video like this, a proper learning, a teaching video where a teacher is telling you, you are getting better. So are you ready to get better? Let me know in the comment section. Now, the sixth very common notion is that I am not ready. I'm not yet ready because I need to know more. And this is the kind of comment which I receive under many of my videos where I tell you many techniques related to self-learning, where I talk about different practice topics and I say do this, do that. So they say, ma'am, I don't even know basic English. I think I'm not ready to practice this kind of thing and I need to know more. That's a very fixed thought process. You have to say that there is no better time than this to learn English. I don't have to be ready for anything. I don't have to gather a lot of information. I will start right now. At least I can try. Whatever you are saying, I can try. So what if the outcome is not as I expect, but it will take me somewhere. The time is now. Jump into the pool. If you wait for all the weather conditions and everything to be in your favor, they will never be the right time. You'll never be ready. Jump right now. Yes, you're ready. Yes, you're well equipped. It is just that you have to start practicing. Do that. So tell your growth mindset that there is no better time than this to practice English. Now, the seventh notion, and it's a very common one because this is the kind of age group which I cater to. Most of my learners are professionally qualified. They're working professionals. So they have this thing to say, I'm too old, ma'am, now. At this age, I want to learn English, but how is it possible? Old. Well, it's a very cliched thing to say, age is just a number. I would not say that. I'll say it's never too late. Even if you are 60, who knows, you might live for another 30 years. 30 years, and for that you need to interact with your grandchildren, other people while you're traveling. You would need English. It's never too late. Never say I'm too old. You're not old for learning any new skill. Even at the age of 90, you can pick up any new skill and start learning. Don't say I'm too old. It's a very fixed thought process. Say it's never too late. I can do it now. No, it's not late. No, I'm not old. And what is old? What is young? This mind is maturing. It is getting better with age. So it is more capable of learning anything now than it was while you were a child. Do you agree with me with this one? And the last fixed notion, the eighth one, is I don't have time or I don't have money also. Many people say that. But time is a very, common thing with everybody. If you are a homemaker, you don't have time because you have to take care of household chores. If you're a working professional, you have fixed shift timings. You won't be able to practice English. So there is always dearth of timing. And money, yes, of course, if you feel you need to join institute, if you feel that you have to buy courses, then you have to pay money. Well, it is all about priority. That's what a growth mindset thinks. A growth mindset say, I will follow self-learning and I will prioritize English in my life. You will never have time for anything. People don't have time to spend with their spouses. People don't have time to spend with their families and children. People don't have time to learn any new skill because they don't prioritize it. It's all about priority. Now, a fixed mind will always complain, I'm busy, I don't have time, I don't have this, I don't have that. But a growth mindset will say, I will prioritize it and I'll go for self-learning because I'm wise enough and I am smart enough to do it on my own. With the help of the technology that I have, there are so many free resources by reading books, by following a trainer's instructions, by Googling many confusions that I have in my mind, by looking for meanings of new words. I will do it, but I'll make it a priority. First thing in the morning, when I wake up, I'll go for a self-talk with myself. That will not just help me practice English, but it will also open my mind up to start the day on a very positive note. So now, my dear learners, if you've come here till now, tell me how many of you have started to work on building a growth mindset and how many of you feel that it is very important to have a growth mindset and shunning the negative mindset to build English speaking skills. So it is all about reframing your negative or fixed mindset. All right. So I hope from now on you'll start thinking in a different way and you'll convert all your negative sentences into positive one. Leave a comment down and let me know I am reframing my negative mindset into a positive one from today itself. I'll see you in the next video lesson. Till then, take care of yourself and keep practicing your English. Bye bye for now.